this video isn't going to be teaching you these simple Korean terms. This one is about K-pop audition terms that you need to know for your audition. There's 50 of them, so there's quite a bit, and they're all very different from one another. I tried to compile as many as possible, and I feel like this is the ultimate dictionary almost. We're gonna start off with the more so simple terms that are like words and then move on to phrases. So the very first word is K-pop. So this is quite literally K-E-pop. K-pop. Next is audition, which is audition. Audition. This is very simple, but I promise they get harder as they go. So next we're going to break down auditions into 3 different ones. So the first one is 공개 audition. 공개 audition. So this simply means offline audition, and a term similar to that is 대면 audition. So 대면 audition. This basically means the same thing, except that 대면 means face-to-face. So again, you're doing this offline, and more so in-person audition is how it would directly translate to English. And then the next one is online audition. You'll find that a lot of Korean words do derive from English, especially in auditions like these, because mainly the words do come from English. So online really just means online, and audition again, audition. So it means online audition. Number 6 is 영상. So this one is very commonly used because it means video. So 영상. The next one is a little bit more tricky, so it's 신인 개발팀. So that means like the casting team for the specific company. So we could say SM 신인 개발팀. So that's SM's casting team. So 신인 means rookies, so they're looking for trainees. And then 개발팀 is like the team, like the training team almost. So one more time, 신인 개발팀. The next one is 음악, which means music. 음악. I am kind of going speed fire, so you might be a little bit lost as to what these terms mean, how to read them in Korean, and all of that. But do not fret. A lot of people first start out by using free resources online or learning by themselves when it comes to learning a language. But if you want to improve your Korean even further and supplement your knowledge, you should definitely try italki, which is a language learning platform that offers learning for 150 languages. We all know that actively learning a language by discussing various topics with fluent people and using your knowledge by communicating in that language yourself is the most effective way to acquire language skills. So on italki, you can learn Korean with high-quality native-speaking teachers and even have customized one-on-one Korean lessons to discuss any topics you need at any time, anywhere. So for example, if you're trying to learn and memorize these 50 vocabulary terms that you're not familiar to, italki can definitely help because it can help with your pronunciation, your level of understanding when it comes to these terms, and obviously your application on your knowledge. You can find a teacher you personally like by seeing their country of origin, watching their introduction video, reading about them, seeing their rates, and of course, booking a lesson with them. You pay per lesson rather than committing to a subscription, and the best part is that these lessons start from $5 only. Crazy. So you can study at your own pace and really customize your learning, which I think is really beneficial. The link to italki is in the description box, and if you're actually the first 50 users to get on there quickly, you can use my code LOVEY2023 so that you can get $5 off on your $20 purchase. And head on there really quickly because this offer does end on January 31st. Okay, so back to the video, which is number 9. So we're going to be talking about songs. So there's 2 ways to say this. So the first, more so common way is 노래. 노래. So this one I feel like is a little bit better for singing. So when you're doing the singing category, you could say that the 노래 I'll be performing today is blah blah blah. And then another option you can use is 곡. So 곡 is more so for dancing. So when you introduce yourself, you could be like, this is the 곡 that I'm going to be performing today. So diving more so into the 곡 part of it, there's this term that a lot of K-pop auditions use, which is 자유곡. So when I said dancing, this is what I kind of mean. So 자유 means free. If you Google translate it, it'll literally say free song, but that's not really what it means. It means that a song of your choice, so any song you would like, it's free in that sense. So again, this is 자유곡, so 자유 meaning free. And then the 11th term is 무반주, 무반주. So 무 means no in Korean almost. Like it's like unscented means not scented. So in this case it means no accompaniment or, instrumentals. It means just show your voice with a cappella. 반주 means, accompaniment or instrumentals. So it's simply just to say Don't do that. So we're now getting into the categories. So number 12 is 지원 분야. So 지원 분야. 분야 means category, and then 지원 means your application. So your application category. So there's another way to say that. So that would be 지원 부문. 지원 부문. Again, 지원 meaning application and 부문 meaning category. So now that we have that covered, we're going to move on to the actual categories. Let's start off with dancing. So there's two ways to express this. So the first one is 춤, and then the other one is dance. So dance is quite literally dance, but Koreanized. So if you guys know studio 춤, that's what they mean, studio dance. And another term I feel like is important is cover dance. So it means cover dance, but Koreanized again, cover dance. Okay, so moving on to number 16, which is about the singing category. So there's again two ways to say this. So the first one is 노래, which is more so about singing itself rather than the category. So for the category, you would use 보컬, which is vocal. But again, you know, you get it at this point. So 노래, 보컬. And then we can't forget rap, which is simply just lip. Number 18 is about the visual category. So visual is yet again just 비주얼, 비주얼. And number 19 I find really, really interesting because it's kind of like one of those words where it only exists in a certain language and can't be directly translated, different to the ones that we've been looking at this video. So it's 기, and 기 is, you know, if you translate it loosely, it means talent. But I personally think it's more of like a natural thing you're born with, almost like charisma. And it's something that just exudes out of you. And talent is something that can be kind of made, but ki is something that you just have within yourself. And I feel like it's so hard to describe, but that's kind of like the best way I could describe it. And number 20 is more so about the applicants themselves. So it's 지원 대상. So 지원, we already covered, it means application, and 대상 specifically means who they're targeting, who this audition is for, not form. So they could be like the 지원 대상 for this audition is someone born between, I don't know, 1999 to 2005, for example. And number 21 is also kind of similar, but not really. So it means 지원 자격. So 자격 means almost like a qualification. So you have to follow this in order to audition. So it loosely means the same thing, but at the same time not really. And then we get into more so of the easier vocabulary that you probably already know. So 22 is 나이, which is age. 나이. And then the next one is 국적, which means nationality. 국적. 24 means foreigner, which is 외국인. 외국인. So you'd probably introduce yourself as a 외국인 if you first joined the company, because you obviously are, and then you would probably be like, oh, I don't speak Korean that much, which we'll be getting into later. Number 5 is 성별, so this means your gender. 성별, 무관. So again, we already covered that 무 means not. I mean, I guess it kind of negates the term. So 무관, it means it doesn't matter. So if they're saying 국적 무관, I'll test you here. What does that mean? Did you get it? So it means it doesn't matter what your nationality is, because 국적 is nationality and 무관 means it doesn't matter. So when they're referencing age, gender, nationality, and they say it's 무관, it means it doesn't matter. We're going back to the 지원. So number 27 is 지원 방법. So 방법 means how to, like the way to do it. So they'll basically teach you the way to audition for a specific audition. Next is about the timeline of this audition. So again, we've got 지원 and then 시간. 시간 simply just means time. So it means the time to apply for this audition. And then the next one is 지원 기간. So 기간 means period. So it's kind of giving you like a timeline of the audition process. Almost there, guys. Number 30. So this one is about more so of the schedule of the audition. So it means audition, which is audition, 일정. 일정 means schedule. So maybe when you're planning out a trip, you could have an 일정 that shows you what you're going to do at the specific time. So the next one is 결과 발표. So 결과 means results, and then 발표 means announcement. So combined together, it means announcement of results. So once again, 결과 발표. I'm sure you guys are sick of the word 지원, but yet again, we've got another word that involves it. So number 32 is 지원서. So 지원서 means the application form that you fill out. And then the next one is 지원자. So 자 means like almost like a person. So 지원자 means the applicant itself. So you guys. So 34 is 작성, 작성. So it means to fill out, and in this situation it would most likely be fill out an audition form. The next one is 접수, which almost means the same thing but not really. So this one is more like a register. So if they say pre-register, they might use the word 접수. So 36 involves a word called 문의. So 문의 means questions or inquiries, and then 문의 사항 would be more so about what is like the content of your inquiry is what they're asking you for. So in this situation, they would just use it as like if you have any 문의 사항, let us know. So next we have 개별 연락. So 개별 means individual, and then 연락 means contact. So like we'll contact you individually if you pass your audition. 개별 연락. 38, we've got a very common word, which is 합격. So 합격 means to pass your audition. Yay. So 39 involves that same word 합격, but with the 차 at the end. So the full word would be 합격차. And what did I say 차 was again? Yeah, so it means someone who has passed the audition. So 차 again means person, so person who has passed essentially is the direct translation. Number 40 is 연습생. So this one is a word that you probably need to use a lot because it means trainee. 연습 means to practice, and 생 is kind of like a word to describe someone that is doing something. So 연습생 means someone who is practicing, a trainee. The next few ones are almost synonymous. So 41 is 가수, which means singer. 가수. And then 42 is idol, which is idol. You guessed it. So that one is almost like more so of a recent term that's been used around. So this one kind of involves both singing and dancing. 가수 was more so used back then when they only sang, but idol is someone who is a K-pop idol essentially. And then 43 is something that some people use, some don't. It's kind of outdated, but like people like JYP still use it. So it means star, sta. So kind of synonymous to idol and 가수 if you think about it. The next one is about where you're from. So if you want to say I'm from Canada, then you would say 캐나다에서 왔습니다. I'll do it slowly. Blah 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 에서 왔습니다. 저는 6살입니다. I am 6. 저는 6살입니다. And you might know that Korean has two different number systems. So for this one, you're going to be using the native number system, which I didn't even know there was a name for that because, you know, I obviously just go with my instincts when it comes to using numbers. So this one is the one that goes 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, blah, blah, blah. And number 46 is about how long you've been doing something. And this one I wanted to bring this example in because this uses the other number system. But before we get into that, let's just start off with dancing. 저는 춤을 춘 지 3년이 됐습니다. You could also say 저는 댄스를 한 지 3년이 됐습니다. 저는 노래를 한 지 5년이 됐습니다. 저는 랩을 한 지 4년이 됐습니다. So I recommend using 댄스, 노래, and 랩 in this situation because then you could just use the same structure by using 저는, insert your category, 을, 한지, blah 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 됐습니다. So for this situation, you're going to use the not native number system. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, blah blah blah. So if you want to say I enjoy dancing or I like dancing, then you would say 저는 댄스를 좋아합니다. So 저는 I, 댄스, dance를 좋아합니다. Like. So I dancing like almost, but it means I like dancing. 저는 댄스를 좋아합니다. 49 is about the song that you're going to be singing, dancing, rapping to. So let's just take Birthday as an example. Birthday이라는 노래에 춤을 추겠습니다. I'll go once more slowly. Birthday이라는 노래에 춤을 추겠습니다. So it means I'm going to be dancing to the song called Birthday. For singing, you would use Birthday이라는 노래를 부르겠습니다. So the verb for singing is 부름. So I 불러 a song. And that's just kind of what you have to use. So you'd say Birthday이라는 노래를 부르겠습니다. So now moving on to rap. Rap is just doing. There's not really like a specific verb for rap. So doing in Korean is 해, 해야 되겠어, 하겠습니다. So in this situation, it would be Birthday이라는 Birthday이라는 랩을 하겠습니다. Okay, so 50 is a very common one, but I think it's very crucial. So 50 is 잘 부탁드립니다. Now, there's no direct translation for this yet again. It simply means, please take care of me well, please watch me well, and I personally would translate it to, I hope you enjoy this performance, is the meaning, even though it's not the direct translation. 51 is, I'm not good at Korean yet, but, so that is, 한국어를 아직 잘 못하지만. 한국어, Korean, 한국어를 잘, well, 못하지만, I'm not good at it. 지만 kind of means like a but. So again, 한국어를 아직 잘 못하지만, and then 52 connects to that because it says 열심히 하겠습니다. And 열심히 하겠습니다 means I'll try my best, I will show you my best efforts, all of that. So 열심히 하겠습니다. And that is everything! Woo! If you guys want to watch my Korean introduction video where I show you guys how to make a Korean introduction, then for sure check it out. I'll leave it in the description. And if you guys do want to supplement your learning yet again, go to italki. It's really helpful, I assure you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Oh wait, no. I have bloopers. Did you expect this? Ow, my legs. It hurts so much. Anyway, bye!